Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Feed the Beast multiplayer on the Naoisgaming server. I'm just hanging out here in the basement. I've had to repair my farm after I accidentally broke some blocks last time trying to clear out some space for the Wrath Lamp. I discovered that when you do that, you lose the intricate circuit board that you placed in the farm. So I had to make another one of these guys and put some bronze tubes in it in order to get the crop farm back up and running again. I couldn't figure out why I was running low on seed oil until I was playing around with that and made that unpleasant discovery. So we have that all fixed up at this point. Don't have to worry about that anymore. I did straighten out this power tube over here, so that looks a little better. It is very industrial down here though, with all the exposed pipes and everything floating around. So but haven't changed much else there. So let's check it out upstairs. I still have my tree farm automated setup going. Someone was kind enough to come by and give me a lot of gravel, so we have our dirt situation taken care of. But unfortunately, it is still a manual process to get the fertilizer in here. So every once in a while I have to come back and fill it in with the fertilizer, but not too bad. It looks like we only had a couple sand blocks. These sand blocks right here seem to perpetually be there no matter what I do, so I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. Anyway, I do have a lot of bees going. This sign says Majestic, but somehow I managed to get these Meadows bees, but they're not actually Meadows bees. They are... oh, well, now they're Meadows bees. At one point they were hybrids of Meadows and something else, but I do need to get some more... is Industrious the right ones? Yeah, I need pollen, so I'm trying to clone these industrious bees, so I'll just use them for that now. I'm not sure if these guys had any other traits on them. No, they're meadows as well, so I can use them to replicate some other bees. These guys are meadows, common. Yeah, I'm not getting the things that I want to get. I kind of passed majestic bees and I wasn't able to come back to them. And this pipe, I'm told, is not working because it is possibly like a north-south roll type situation where it's just placed on the wrong side. I don't have any other pipes that are oriented in that direction. So I'm gonna try to replace this guy in a different direction. I'm just gonna use the sulfur glue to grow some grass over here. Give me the gates. Take that guy off. And I guess I will run it over this way. We'll place that guy there. And hopefully this fixes our little problem we were having where the bees weren't getting pumped out at all. I'm not sure. But it's worth checking. Okay, so then all we will need is an extra cobblestone pipe for right here. But yeah, I need to grab that so that I know which way's which over here. I guess I could just look on another pipe, so let's do that. So, anything else oriented this way? Nothing else goes that direction. That's funny. Oh, you! Oh, you're kidding me. Where the heck did he come from? Oh, that's not good at all. I'll keep things interesting, I guess. I need to put some obsidian over here, I guess. Some frames, get a gate. You know, it's kind of surprising that it's been a while that I haven't had any issues. It looks like that totally wiped out the apiaries. It looks like I got everything else. I'll have to check this chest. But I need to fix the dirt situation. It's amazing how many of the pipes it took out without taking out the other things. I need to put some kind of a protection or wall or something around these guys so that I don't have that issue. The way that he just exploded like that, I almost wonder if he came down off the roof of the house structure over there, but no way to verify as I wasn't looking that direction. I can't even like review the video to see what happened, but in any case, we have our cobblestone pipe, so I can place that. So white is any bees, and green is anything, and I'll just see if I can pop that autarchic gate from here. I don't know if I can reach it. Stupid torch. Yep, awesome. So we can pump that guy out. Let's see if he does anything. It does not look like it's doing anything, even in this direction. So maybe it is an issue with the apiary itself. I'm not sure. That's a problem. I need a bunch more apiary pipes now. That one survived, but the apiary didn't, so. What did we get? Here's an apiarist pipe, cobblestone, couple gates, some nobles. These are from that not very exciting beehive, so it looks like I lost a lot of bees in that explosion as well. That is unfortunate. But I got a bunch of flowers. Hooray! So maybe a good project for today will be to try to get some sort of wall around the apiaries up there. So I'm going to grab some cobblestone, and we'll make some cobblestone fencing and put that around. Okay, I'm not sure if they can climb over this tree or not. I guess they can't climb up this wall, but I'm still going to. Oops. I'm still going to. Can you guys get up? It doesn't look like they can get around these trees, but just for continuity's sake, I'm going to bring this all the way over. Why not? I'll throw some dirt under here just so it doesn't look goofy. And I'm out of dirt. So that'll do for now. At least they can't get us from that way, which appears to be the way that he came from. I don't see a torch here, so maybe he came from the roof. So I'll just throw a torch there. This will need to be fixed, and I'll need to fix some pipes. There's nothing on the ground right around here. This guy's still not working. Alright, so where'd he go? Oh, over on the other side. So I'm going to move this one over to this corner, and then if it still doesn't work in this corner, I will be suspicious of it, of the apiary itself. Okay, so a brief update after the disaster, creeper bee disaster. I took the opportunity to go ahead and place some alveary blocks that Darkret put together for me. He got the industrious bees a bit before I did, so he had the pollen to make the alveary blocks, and was kind enough to give us 27 of them. So I put some industrious bees in there so that we can get that stuff. I used my apiaries in other places. I had quite a few extra apiaries, so I placed them in other locations, which is what I was going to show. But as a result of that, I don't really have one to put back there. I could pull one of these guys. These 5 apiaries here are intended to be used for getting mutations. I'm finding that with the automated system, it's kind of going too fast, I guess, and I can't get the bees that I'm looking for because the system just replaces them so fast that I never get a chance to like check and see if I've gotten anything close to what I want. So I kept a couple that were out of the automated system in order to have a little more control over the mutations. And aside from that, I have a couple of bees. I got some tropical bees out of some apiaries in villages, so I had to find a climate that would be acceptable to these bees. So I had to go and make one of these habitat locator devices. Let's see if I have any tropical bees or warm climate bees on me. I have some marshy, so I can kind of show you how that works. My sword is very low on repair. Look at all these flowers. My inventory is completely clogged with flowers. That's why it's fun to live on a cliff. You can throw things off of it. But I need to use a couple of my diamonds, and let's see if I have any sticks. Yep, there's a stick. So I'm going to go ahead and make a sword. And I'm not going to enchant it just yet because I would like to have a level 30 enchant. I'm only at level 15 here. So we're just going to go right back up quickly. I just didn't want to go out unarmed away from the house. Yeah, now I'm being cautious after I just got blown up by a creeper. So I have a little linking book that comes over here, and this is a temperate rainforest. And the temperate rainforest has the climate conditions necessary to breed tropical and marshy bees. We don't have a swamp nearby the house either. This guy I'm just trying to breed into more industrious. Get it cultivated out of that. He does not want to go back in there. Alright, well, you can go in the back. So I'm just trying to breed some of these climate-sensitive bees into bees that I can use over at the house, or get something more productive out of them. But I did want to show how this modest might be a good example of how this works. Is I believe this is a harsh environment for a modest bee. The modest bee wants a desert, or it wants to live in the nether. So if you put the bee in the habitat locator with a honey drop, it will have a little compass arrow on it that points to where you need to go to meet the climate requirements of that bee. And sometimes it's a little ambiguous because sometimes there's multiple climates that will satisfy that bee. But it's pointing generally in this direction, so I have long fall boots on, so this isn't too bad. Oh, now it's pointing over there. So sometimes it'll take you in circles, but for the most part, if the habitat that you're looking for is not very... Oh, that's interesting. Is not a very common one, then it's a little easier to find where that biome might be. Let's see, it's just kind of spinning around, so this isn't a very good example. Maybe I have a wintry bee on me. That would probably work a little better. Yeah, there's a wintry. So let's try that, because I don't think there's many options for that guy around here. Or maybe there is. It's spinning a little bit. Okay, not as bad. So yeah, this is how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to just point in one direction, and you should be able to just go in that direction until you find a place that that bee can survive. I don't know where it's taking me exactly, so I guess we'll find out in a minute. This is turning out to be further away than I thought. Oh, here we are. So it directed us towards this biome, which is snow forest. And it kind of points at the edge, so sometimes it's a little confusing. Like the temperate rainforest, I wasn't aware of what the humidity and temperature were in a temperate rainforest, so I was kind of confused if it wanted that biome or the one next to it. But you see it kind of points at the very edge of where these two biomes meet. But it's a handy little device at times if you need to find an uncommon... Is this a water one, or is that's a wintry? But I wanted to show something else, but it is 2,400 blocks that way, so I'm going to cut, and I will meet you back over there. So the whole reason I had to go to the temperate rainforest is because I did not have anywhere that would was suitable for the tropical bees, and that was the closest thing I found. So I took another trip out and looked for a jungle, and I finally found one pretty far out. So I set up some apiaries over here to try and get some of the tropical bee goodies, mainly the silky combs that will give me the silk wisps for the apiarist suit. This guy's not happy. He wants lily pads or something, probably. So I set this stuff over here, and because I don't have a chunk loader or anything over here, I built a little house. I just build little houses everywhere I go. So I have this set up over here, and my apiaries, right? And these little guys have been poisoning me from time to time, so I'm just going to take them out for now. Are you tropical? So I have 3 tropical bees. I had tropical bees, as I said, from the villagers, but every time I would put them in an apiary, their children would be some other sort of bee. So it was never working out for me as far as getting the silky combs. I would get a few of them, but I would never be able to reproduce that. So that was becoming problematic for me. So rather than do that, I'm going to go ahead and try to automate these guys over here. Okay, so the setup is complete. I just got done being poisoned, so my health is a little low. Just want to make sure everything's working correctly. Yeah, sky obstructed is no good. Sky obstructed is no good. So we need to clear some lights for these guys. And this is generally how I've been doing it, just digging straight up. Is that right? Need to be here maybe. Oh, I think that may have been wrong. Yep, looks like it was. Oh, I should use the tool designed for these things, but alright, so they're all at least doing something right now. Whether or not the bees will cycle through, I'm not sure at this point. But I did place a chunk loader right there, and now I'm being poisoned again. Which just has the one chunk loaded. I try to minimize the amount of chunks that I have loaded, so I actually move them around so that they would only require one chunk to be loaded. And this poison effect is quite annoying. There we go, that's fine. One of the other things that I did do is start a little farm down here. This is maize that I have going, but again it hasn't grown because I haven't been in this chunk. But hopefully that will give us a food supply over here if we want to hang out over here for any reason. One of the things I did start to do was a mine shaft down. The caves below where we are starting to get tapped out to the point where it's just turning into a branch mining operation with the turtles. So rather than continue doing that and being very bored all the time, I'm probably just dig down below some of these other locations in order to find some additional resources. Just wanted to go out here a ways and see how that looked with the vines on it. Yeah, I don't like the way that door is floating in the center there, but it really cuts down on the amount of window space that I have if I don't have the door there. The mobs can't really see through vines, I don't think, so I may just leave it like this. Or maybe I'll sneak a door in over here. That would probably be a little more attractive. So that's pretty much it as far as content is concerned. I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I've been working on as far as the bees were concerned. Oh, perfect. Thank you. And so hopefully we can get some silky propolis off these guys and get an APR suit going so I'm not poisoned by all the bees that I have. Good. Cycled through, made another extra tropical bee drone, so that's awesome. So hopefully by tomorrow this time I'll have quite a few tropical bees that I can work with. Maybe make some more tropical queens with some of these guys. I do need to find a way to get these marshy bees to accept this environment. But that'll about do it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.